The Killing Joke is one of the most influential pieces of Batman media of all time. Whether it be the fact that the Joker has multiple false origin stories which inspired the scenes in The Dark Knight where the Joker recounts many different iterations of how he got his scars, or how it controversially handled Barbara, which led to my personal favorite version of the character in The Oracle, but nothing in the comic quite stuck with me like the final joke. For context, this occurs shortly after the Batman foils the Joker's plot to turn Jim Gordon insane, which leads the Joker to tell Batman, you know, just get it over with, beat the hell out of me and send me back to Arkham, the same old song and dance we've been doing. To which Batman initially refuses, citing that this same song and dance is gonna lead to one of us being dead. So instead he offers to rehabilitate the Joker, try and take him from the insane psychopath that he is and try and find some sense of normalcy. And because of that outstretched hand, we see a side of the Joker that we just never see. We see the Joker expressing remorse and regret before he ultimately refuses Batman's offer, essentially telling him that it's too late for that, he's too far gone. And the way he communicates that regret and unwillingness to seek help is in the form of a joke. The two lunatics joke is an allegory. The way it goes is that there are two lunatics in an insane asylum who one day decide they don't like being in an asylum anymore. They decide to escape. They make it to the roof where the only thing that separates them from freedom is a gap. The first inmate represents Batman, who's able to jump the gap with no problem. Essentially, this represents a person who went through all the things that screwed up their life, but still managed to come out the other side with a relevant sense of normalcy. Batman had his one bad day, he went through hell, but he came out the other side a good person. The second inmate represents the Joker, who's too afraid to make the leap because he's afraid of falling. Essentially, he's afraid that trying to be better will result in him being worse. This inmate represents the type of person who went through the same kind of hell, but was unable to pull themselves out. So then the first inmate, who again represents Batman and is on the other end of the gap, on the other end of this meat grinder, looks back to the other inmate and tells him, hey, I have a flashlight. I can shine the beam across the gap and then you can walk across the beam and join me. This offer of help has a double meaning. For Batman, or the inmate that's offering the helping hand, this seems like a genuine and well thought out way to try and help the second inmate. But as any sane person would know, a plan like that is destined for failure from the start. You can't walk across a beam of light from a flashlight. You need a floodlight, come on people. But again, no matter how ill thought out the offer was, the intent is genuine. The second inmate hears this and shakes his head and says, what do you think I am, crazy? You just turned the light off when I was halfway across. The Joker is not refusing Batman's help because he believes that the process is impossible. The Joker is refusing Batman's help because he doesn't believe that anybody can genuinely offer help. He doesn't doubt for a second that that offer, that outstretched hand, that beam of light can in fact be walked on. It's just that from his own experience, he believes that it doesn't matter if the light can be walked on or not. You're just gonna turn it off when I'm halfway across. You're gonna let me down, you're gonna let me fall, you're not gonna see it through, leave me to my insanity.